yogis, hello friends, and welcome to this Yin Yoga video for lower back pain. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty exhausted, so I had in mind to film this very relaxing and restorative Yin Yoga, which is also great if you have any discomfort or pain in your lower back. So like in every other yoga video that I filmed, I always advise you to grab your friends, your props. So please take any cushions, pillows, blankets, yoga blocks, strap, anything that you may have. I don't think that you're actually gonna need strap in this one, but I just have it here right next to me just in case, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and when you are ready, then why don't you join me? Okay friends, let's start today's video actually only standing yin yoga pose, which is dangling. So it is a great way to relax your entire posterior chain and your neck, your shoulders, basically your entire back. So you need to stand and just allow your upper body to fall over your lower body. You may keep your knees bent here as much as you like. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to keep your legs straight. Actually, you should keep a micro mini bend in your knees, because this way you will be able to relax through your upper body a little bit more. So just allow your body to dangle, maybe swaying side to side. So we are going to revisit this pose. So for this first variation, I'm going to keep my arms, my hands on the floor to give me a little bit more support. But if you feel like it, you can also right away hold on onto opposite elbows. And just allow your body to dangle. With each exhale, let go a little bit more. Any tension, just allow it to melt away. And even though the gravity is kind of pulling your shoulders down, try to keep them away from your ears, and in this way you're going to be able to decompress through your neck a little bit more. So we are focusing on our lower back in this video, but actually to release tension in your lower back, you need to logically release the tension throughout entire your spine or your body as well, and your mind. You cannot let go of physical tension as long as you are mentally under pressure. So take this time just to relax and come back to yourself. And now, keeping your hands on the mat,
if they are there already. If not, please place them on the mat. We are going to come into a yogi squat, so keep your heels in, toes out, and very slowly, gently
Come down into your squat. Now, your heels maybe are not on the ground. That is perfectly fine. You can place, for example, a blanket underneath your heels, and over time, as we are holding this pose, we are actually going to revisit this pose as well. Over time, as you are holding this pose or doing this pose more often, you're going to be able to place your heels on the ground. Try to keep your spine straight, and again, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Relax through your upper back, relax your neck. And if you need extra support, you may keep your hands on the mat or on the block, or you can bring your hands into a prayer pose and push your elbows against your knees to open through your hips a little bit more. So you pick your variation here. Meet your body where it is right now. We are trying to relax and not to force ourselves into anything. So if you need to modify, please modify. If you need to come out earlier, please come out earlier. You do your yoga. Great job, everyone. Now, if your hands were in prayer, bring them back on the ground. And as I said, let's revisit our first pose, dangling pose. So push through your legs to lift yourself again up and allow your upper body to dangle over your legs. Now again, if you like to, you can keep your arms on the ground for an extra support, or this time maybe you can hold on to opposite elbows. And now you already know this pose, we are revisiting it, so pay attention how it feels this second time, and what can you do to dive into this pose a little bit deeper. Nice job. Now place your hands onto the mat again, and we are revisiting our yogi squat. So bring your heels in, toes out. Maybe this time heels are a little bit closer to the ground or maybe completely touching the ground. Keep your arms on the ground for extra support, or again you can try to bring your hands into the prayer pose, straightening your back, closing your eyes. Maybe a gentle smile comes onto your face. Very nice job, everyone. Release and just sit down onto your glutes. And let's prepare ourselves for our next pose, which is basically going to be supported child's pose. Now, I have 2 blocks and a blanket, so I'm going to create some kind of bolster for myself. You can use a bolster if you have one, or just like a big pillow, big dense cushion, or you can use as well blocks and a blanket in the same style as I'm going to do it. Or you can just do a regular child's pose without the support. I kind of need it because I'm physically and mentally exhausted, and as I said, I plan this to be a very restorative yoga. So I'm going to place the 2 of the blocks on their middle level, and I'm going to place a blanket over them. I'm taking a wide-legged child's pose. You may keep it you may keep your legs hips distance apart as well, so choose any variation that you may prefer today. And then just allow yourself to fall down onto your blocks, props, or just straight down onto the mat. push into your hands to come out of the pose very gently. There's no need to rush. There's no need to hurry. Use your hands if you need to bring your knees back to the middle. And for our next pose, let's remove our props, our setup first. I'm just gonna place my blocks to the side. I don't think I'm gonna need them. The strap, I'm not going to need that at all. Blanket, maybe, probably. And just lie down onto your back. Now our end pose is going to be happy baby. But before we get there, I'm going to give you some options. So you may start with your knees towards your chest, just pulling them, hugging your knees, and rocking side to side to give your lower back kind of a little bit of massage. So if you're enjoying this pose, this is where you stay. Or what you can do is also bring your knees wider apart. Very similar, just opening through your hips a little bit more. Keep on rocking. Even though this is a yin yoga, I always like to include micro movements. I feel like they allow our body to open just a little bit deeper. But if you prefer stillness, please do so. Now the next variation would be happy baby. So if you would like to join me, you are going to hold on to your feet with your hands and bring your heels up, stacking them right over your knees. Maybe pushing again with your elbows and opening your hips and your legs a little bit wider. But at the same time, try to straighten your spine and really lengthen down through your tailbone, through your lower back. Try to keep your lower back in the contact with the mat. And if any moment this gets too intense for your knees or your hips, just back off, come back into your reverse child's pose. Just hugging your knees into your chest. Or take an early shavasana, as this is our last pose. Very well done. Release. Place your feet back down onto the mat. And just as a counter pose, place your feet wide as your mat, and just allow your knees to fall to each other, to fold towards each other. So kind of like a inner hip rotation. Just for a second here, or if you would like, take your Shavasana in this posture. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place my blanket under my knees to support my lower back a little bit more. I'm gonna prepare myself for sweet Shavasana by extending my arms to the side, taking space around me, extending the legs, finding the right shape, and then just relaxing. So we're gonna stay a couple of minutes in our sweet Shavasana. I am going to pull you back when needed. start to wake up your body very gently, however you like. So you may want to maybe take some deeper breaths or move your body. Move your fingers and hands, move your toes, move through your hips, your shoulders. Roll onto one side and push into your hands to bring yourself back up into any seated position. Keeping your hands on your knees. Take one deep breath in through your nose if possible, and out through your mouth. Make it extra long. Gently open your eyes. Pray your hands. Namaste, sweet friends. Thank you, yogis, so much for sharing your practice with me. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this practice. Did you like it? Or just say hi. I really like to hear from you, and I'm so interested in who's watching and where you're all from. And I really hope I'm going to see you soon, maybe even with my next class. Bye!